How easy that was.
Yay. It's working.
Yeah, so we should be live in the group now. I'll have to find it. Oh, Coco,
Yeah,
right on cue, is just
we're
doing
there.
the. Oh, what are you up to?
Yeah. Well, you've just gone live. She does it every single time.
Can't. I don't know how she does it. I just
She knows. She's got her own Facebook account. That's what it is.
probably. Let me just
Yeah.
knock the volume off. Right. So we should
Are
be
we
live
here?
in the group
Or
now.
are
I'll
we
have to.
there? Are we around?
We are.
Excellent.
We are live. I'm gonna turn off Outlook. Then I don't get that burbling in me face.
Excellent.
There we are, and you will see I am wearing my Yume sweater
It is absolutely
on
gorgeous.
my muscular arms. Okay.
They are gorgeously muscular arms.
Yeah, it's fab. It's really comfy.
I just love that colour.
It is, and I might have cast on.
Another. What are you making with that one now?
It's a top-down cardigan. It's called Mary Chen by the same designer.
Uh, yeah, I can't believe you don't want to make me something in that gorgeous yarn because you know it is my colour.
I do, yeah, but you haven't sent me any of your measurements.
Uh, that'll probably be one of the reasons why.
Yeah, because I have no idea what size to make. I tend to just do jumpers in fat.
I like it. Is that a size, is it?
It is, yeah.
So I actually got some work done on my behind the green door.
Oh, cool.
Look at that.
Oh, I'm
So
liking the colour transition.
yeah, so yesterday when we spoke, I had literally got about one or maybe two rows in this darker grey.
It's looking really good.
So that's how much I managed to do. It was a combination of watching The Big Bang Theory last night. I think I managed three episodes. And sitting in my car this morning while the engine was running for 20 minutes.
That's something I'm going to have to do tomorrow because my car hasn't moved in nearly a fortnight.
Yeah, I think it's just a worry that it won't start. So it was quite funny this morning actually. I got out of the car, turned the engine off, obviously, got out of the car, locked the car, turned round with my knitting. So obviously I had my big ball in my hand and my cowl, and turned round and one of the neighbours was walking past with their dog, and she's obviously looking at me a bit curiously. And I said, well, I said, it's coming to something, isn't it, when you have to go and take your knitting and sit in the car for 20 minutes so that the battery doesn't die because we can't go anywhere. And she had a bit of a laugh, a bit of a giggle at me. It was probably the funniest thing she'd seen in days, bless her.
More than likely.
It's not something you see all the time, is it?
No, it isn't.
I mean, I've knitted in public in some different places, but I don't. I mean, I have knitted in my car before, but I don't think I've ever knitted in the driver's seat whilst just running the engine. Maybe whilst I was waiting for someone or something.
Oh, I frequently knit outside college when I'm picking up Jake.
Yeah.
Although I don't think I'll be picking him up there again.
No, not the way things are going.
No, I think he'll be starting work in September and I don't know.
Just sack that. Sack the college.
Well,
So,
they were talking about sending them 1 day a week to college, but I'm wondering
oh,
if to get the money's worth out of them, they'll just have them straight back into full-time work.
it's possible, isn't it?
Yeah, you never know.
Who knows with what's going on? So has everyone got a beverage? I've got Picard's black Earl Grey tea. Don't let him know because he'll fight me for it, I think, won't
He might send in 7 of 9 to get it.
he? Oh, you better not send in 7 of 9.
Are you going to kick her butt?
Well, she's just a bit scary. 7 of 9 used to give me nightmares. Yeah, it's the whole
Did
Borg
say the
thing.
Borg thing.
Yeah, I don't like any of the Borg, even though she's officially supposed to be a nice Borg, isn't she?
Well, she's an ex-Borg, isn't she?
Yeah,
So.
but even so, she's still, a little bit creepy. But yeah, so that was quite productive.
Mm.
Being able to get that done in the car this morning
Oh,
when I
that's
should have been
good.
cleaning the house, but who cares?
Yeah, well,
And last night I played a game, and it wasn't a card game this time because I've been playing cards with Callum of an
yeah.
evening. But this time it wasn't a card game. It was my friend, my friend Anne Hall, who comes on here and
Mm-hmm.
pops in occasionally. Her husband Ian, in our group chat, there's 5 of us in this group chat. He posted a photo, like a, what's wrong with this photo thing, spot the mistakes.
Right.
And 21 mistakes, and we had to take it in turns to point out a mistake. It took us about 40 minutes in the end.
Did it?
Yeah, that was quite interesting actually. Quite a fun little game, something different.
Yeah, Where's Wally's not going to be a very difficult game these days, is it?
Oh, do you know? I actually got rid of a couple of jigsaw puzzles before Christmas, gave them the charity. And the other week I was sitting there and was thinking, oh, why did I do that? This would be the ideal time.
I hate jigsaws.
Oh, do you know, I actually quite like them once I get into it.
Although I did have to laugh, there was an episode of Not Going Out, the
Right,
thing with
okay.
Lee Mack,
Yeah,
and is it Daisy, Tim's girlfriend, is in the background,
right.
and she's got all these jigsaw pieces on the table. They must be in a hospital because Lee's in a coma or something.
All right, okay.
Sort of convoluted plot.
Yeah.
And I think what made me really laugh is that she's looking at this jigsaw and she's spreading all these pieces out on the table and pulling it all over the place, and she says, I can't find the corners, and she lifts up the lid to tip something out the lid, and it's a picture of a globe. It's the earth.
All right.
Well, there aren't any corners, are there? it's
That's true.
it's being a circular jigsaw.
So was it like a 3D jigsaw?
No, it was
Just
a
it was
flat
just
circle, but she was
Right.
sat there lamenting the
Look-
fact that she couldn't find the corners.
Well, yeah, I understand, poor girl. I mean, you were supposed to start with the corners. So what are you going to do when there are no corners? Where do you start?
Well, exactly.
Oh, I don't think I could do that one. That would seriously mess with my head.
Do you not?
No, because whenever I've done jigsaws, I used to do them quite a bit when I was younger. We always used to have one out on the dining room table at all times obviously in progress, and the family would just go 20 minutes, have a little go, see if you could put any bits in, and then wander off and somebody else would come. Anyway, the rules were you start with the corners and the edges. You're not allowed to start putting any middly bits together until the corners and the edges are all done.
Well, that's
was
how
the
I
law.
would tackle it.
Yeah, it was the law. So that poor girl, it was a mess with her head. Where's she going to start?
I don't know. It all sounds a bit impossible to me.
Like an impossible puzzle, like those ones that are just pictures of baked beans and stuff.
Yeah, and I'm having printer problems.
Oh, still.
Yeah, it's driving me absolutely bananas. I mean, it's a brand new printer,
Yeah.
but it will not accept this compatible cartridge. Now, the law says that it has to.
Okay.
And I understand that it can say that it's empty. That's fine.
Okay.
I know
Yeah.
it's full because it's brand new.
Yeah.
But it's saying cartridge failed and coming up with this error message, and you can't override it.
Right.
So the
okay.
company I bought it from have said, right, we'll send you out another one. That'll be here in 10 days.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
And Hewlett Packard's only help was to say we'll give you 4 free months on the HP ink service, where it talks to your computer and it orders ink when you need it.
Okay.
And it's not actually outrageous money all at once. You pay a few pounds a month. So I signed up for that, and then I
Yeah.
got the confirmation email that said 10 days. So I'm thinking, there's just no ink to be had, is there?
10 days.
And they
is
said, well, you
pretty-
could order it from our online shop. We could send it out express delivery. But you can't get it from their online shop either, because no one's got any ink, because everyone's working at home.
That's true. Is it like the toilet rolls? Is it the printer's version of toilet rolls?
I think it must be. I think it
That's really
absolutely must
frustrating
be.
because there's nothing worse than needing to print something out and it's just not playing the game. I don't like this whole, the cartridges telling you when they're empty like that, because don't they lie?
Well, yeah, I believe they do, yeah.
And also, if you just print in black and white, you still have to replace the colour ones.
Yeah.
I've heard, what's that all about? It can't be very environmentally friendly for a start.
I don't know. I'm going to have to...
What are you doing?
I'm just reading my pattern as to what I need to do next, and it's the short rows and the German short rows.
Do you need to
So
concentrate?
I think I'm going to take this row back to the beginning and put it to one side, because there's just no way
Has
I
it
can
got like
manage
lacy
that.
fronts?
It's got lacy fronts. There's no other patterning anywhere else as yet. There may be later. And it's relatively simple, but there's a series of German short rows to do, and I need to make sure that all the stitch counts are correct before I start those.
Right.
In case I've done a raglan row too many or something like that in my screaming enthusiasm. As you do.
As you do, yeah. As you do. And I hear you. So, an update on my husband.
Right.
I don't think he's going to come home. I don't think he wants to come home. I think he doesn't feel very comfortable about being stuck on a plane for about 7 hours.
What, with potentially a bunch of sick people?
Yeah, breathing in God knows what. And he said that there aren't very many cases in Saudi at the moment, and he seems to think he'd be jumping from the frying pan into the fire, as it were.
Well, he might.
He thinks he's better off staying where he is.
Right.
And at the end of the day, it's his decision. He's got to be the one that's comfortable with it, I suppose, hasn't he?
He has.
So, yeah. And also, he's worried about losing his job.
As they're not going to get him back from Jeddah.
At the moment, it looks like he's got another 10 days in Jeddah, and the hotel that he's currently in is closing down tomorrow or the day after, so he's had to find another hotel to go and stay in. Honestly, it's not great, but
this is what happens when you let men organise anything.
I know. Well, they don't organise, do they?
I had
they
to
just
laugh
let things happen.
At Christine Winder, who's in the group.
Yeah.
She posted earlier that she was going out for a run for the benefit of her husband's health.
Oh, I like it.
I think more for his continued survival into the afternoon.
Oh, bless.
Which I thought was brilliant.
I actually said that to Phil. I said, this is nothing to do with aeroplanes or anything, is it? You don't want to be quarantined with me for months on end. And he did laugh.
Well, you know.
It's like, have you seen that meme that's going round? It's just like a man, his face, right? And somebody's saying to him, you've got to be quarantined during the coronavirus outbreak. You've got 14 days. Do you want to be isolated with A, your wife and daughter, or, and then he just jumps in and goes, B, I want B. I said to Phil, that's you, isn't it? So, yeah.
Oh,
so
well.
you and I, we're on our own for the long haul, but it's,
yeah, we've got one another. It's fine.
It's fine, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, we've got knitting.
We've got knitting. Yeah.
Loads of knitting.
You actually got knitting.
I've actually got knitting. I've got this is next to me all the time.
Yeah. It looks like it's growing.
It does. It's there now.
Yeah, gorgeous.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's kind of cute.
It is kind of cute. I like the colours.
I'm loving the blue. My dad has made loads of comments about it being
Manchester.
Manchester City,
Yeah.
although perhaps not using the word city.
Oh, what does he
Something that
say?
sounds like city but begins with sh.
Okay. Yeah. Is that a bit like when we used to say he's a banker, but didn't say he was a banker?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But it's pretty. I like that colour.
Well, I like it, and I'm not asking him to wear it, so it doesn't
You
really
are
matter,
not.
does it? His opinion is
Exactly.
so not required.
How are your mum and dad? Neither one of them's killed the other one yet.
No, not so far.
Excellent.
She says he's worn out at the moment, and I said, is he overdoing things? Because he does have a tendency to wear himself out with stupid stuff,
Okay.
like idiot tasks,
Yeah.
and then be really ill.
Yeah.
So I said, is he being a dick? What's he up to? Oh,
Yeah.
well, he started moving around the office because he felt the light was better on the other side for doing his videos and his lives and things like this. I said, yeah, okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I can relate to that. All
Yeah.
good.
Me too.
So he moved everything round. Well, it meant taking down bookshelves and
Oh.
moving all the books out of the room and then all the books back into the room. And then he
Oh my
decided to
goodness.
sort all of the books and decide which books he's going to keep and which
Yeah.
are going to be donated to these poor charity shops who are just going to be looking at this stuff and thinking, oh my God, where on earth are we supposed to put all of this crap? Because it's like the bin men, they've been absolutely overwhelmed because everyone's at home going, oh, let's have a good sort out.
Mm. Now is the time for a
Yeah,
spring clean.
where I can say, hand on heart, I haven't sorted anything.
Ah,
And other than scrubbing the kitchen worktops within an inch of their life and doing all the worktop savers, them toughened glass things so that
yeah.
everything's all gleamy, scrubbing the kettle, doing the tea jars and things like that
Oh,
through the dishwasher, um, and wiping down the cupboards. I haven't even started on the floor, which is always a grimy mess because of
oh
dog
yeah.
paws. And I've got
Yeah.
the steamer out ready to do that next week. But the rest of the house is just usual chaos. And having spent decades saying, do you know, if I just had time, I'd do it, I've realised that it doesn't matter how much time you give me, I'm not doing it. Just,
However, you haven't been feeling so great.
no, I haven't.
We
No.
we could maybe fast forward about 4 weeks and you feeling much better. And I'm wondering if the nesting instinct might start to kick in a bit.
I'm not feeling it at the minute.
You've got 4 weeks. We'll see what happens in 4 weeks' time, all right?
Okay, we'll see
Because
what
I
happens.
believe we are still going to be here in 4 weeks.
I think we're going to be here up until around about September. That's my personal view.
Okay.
Yeah,
I was
sorry about
thinking
that,
August.
peeps, but yeah,
I was thinking August, September, to be
I
honest.
think the kids will be lucky to get back to school in September.
Well, I can't remember who it was that said it, but somebody said on the news we're looking at a summer indoors.
Yeah.
That is, unless obviously you are lucky enough to have a garden that you can enjoy.
I have an outside space. I wouldn't call it a garden by any means, because it's gravelled. But I do have a dining table and two chairs in the front garden
Right.
where I can sit and socially distance,
Excellent.
and
See
where
the world go by.
the afternoon sun is there, and there's a parasol and all of that good stuff. So that's really nice for the afternoons.
I was going to say that
And
sounds perfect.
and the morning sun hits the back of the house, which is fenced on all sides.
So you can just move from one area to the other one.
Yeah, and I actually sat out there for about 30 minutes with the dogs this morning. Mocha thought, great, slonk onto the concrete, suck up the heat from the concrete and just
Yeah.
snore quietly. Whereas Coco danced around on her stilettos and
Yeah.
got really excited and didn't know what to do with herself because we weren't in the house.
Bless her.
Yeah. So
Oh, it's a bit like Arthur trying to get used to a new room in the house because I don't normally come in here. And now he's like, I don't like it. Why do you keep going in there?
Yeah, it's just not. It's just not.
I know,
What
I
you
know.
doing? What are you thinking of?
What are you thinking? Why are you in my house all day long? And why are you doing that in my house all day
So
long?
you'll have a look in the Facebook group at the social distancing support cat, which I
I'll
thought
have to look for that one. I
was
only got so far down the page. I did really enjoy that other one, Karen. We need to talk.
yeah, with the cat. Yeah.
Yeah. What are you doing in my house so much?
That's probably what they're thinking.
Yeah,
Cats are very
yeah.
territorial like that. I think they just
Cats are
tolerate us at
brilliant.
best.
They do, they do. They use us, definitely.
Yeah, I'm not
They know,
sure
they know, they
there's
know
any.
which way. It's not like dogs, is it? Let's be honest. Dogs would do anything because they adore you and they just want to make you happy.
Yeah.
Whereas cats are like, you should adore me and make me happy,
Mm.
without a doubt.
Oh, did I tell you Denise is going to get me some chocolate from the shop?
Yay! Oh, my.
She said, am I okay to just pick up one of Aldi's own brands, or are you fussy?
And you said, yes, please pick
And
me up
I said,
Aldi's own brand.
just any old thing, even if it just resembles chocolate, it's close enough. Otherwise, I'll be eating my own arm.
Because that is chocolate covered
Yeah,
at the moment.
it looks it. I might be sucking on my sweater later.
That sounds wrong. So my Morrison's delivery came this afternoon.
All right.
It was actually an hour early, which is amazing, but never mind. And
Oh, you've got your Savers chocolate. You
is this
getting your own back for the cookies now, aren't you?
is this officially called stockpiling? Because I've got 3 bars of it.
Well, I don't know. That could be an evening's chocolate if you weren't an amateur.
Well, I do try, especially at the moment. I've already put weight on since I've stopped going into work. So I have actually been nibbling on today instead of chocolate, trying my absolute hardest. It's so hard, isn't it? Because you're not going anywhere, you're not doing anything. Normally, when I'm at college, if when the tutors have said, "Oh, these bunch of students aren't in," I'll get up, I'll walk all the way down the other end of the college, pop my head round the door just to double check none of them have turned up, and walk back again because the amount of times I've got on the phone to the parents and worried them because they're like, oh my God, they went into college this morning. Where are they? And they've just been a little bit late because they got distracted with their mates in McDonald's having breakfast or whatever.
Yeah.
So I probably do that quite a few times a day, and I'm just not doing it, obviously. So a little trip from here to the toilet doesn't actually make up for the difference.
No, I don't suppose it does, unless you
No.
run it.
Well, I'd have to run there and back about 10 times to make it up, I think. And I was really naughty this morning. I should have gone for a run, but I didn't sleep last night a single wink, and I just couldn't face it this morning. So that's not going to help.
Well, I, however, went to bed at 10 o'clock and slept
Hmm.
like the dead.
You lucky lady.
I didn't wake up till about 10 to 7, which is a good hour later than I usually get up.
I can't believe that. 10 to 7, I was about 2/3 of the way around my dog walk. Rude.
No, I was taking a leisurely stroll to the bathroom,
As you do.
scrub my hands before I do anything else.
I had to have a good scrub of my hands, actually. It was quite funny because where the shopping came early, it turned up when I was on the phone to Phil. So I brought it in and then left it on the side, and bless her, Caitlin put it all away.
Oh.
So I did remind her to wash her hands. She was putting it away, and I said, "I'll just do the fridge and the freezer. That's fine, and I'll do the rest." But she did it all. And I did say to her, when you're finished, make sure you wash your hands, especially before you touch your phone, because you know what these teenagers are like with their phones.
Glued to them.
Exactly. Oh, she got a phone call last night. Caitlin did. So it was 6:30, and I was just putting the finishing touches to my blog, and my work mobile started ringing, and I ignored it because, like you do at 6:30.
Fair enough,
And then, yeah, and then the next thing, my actual mobile starts ringing. I was like, oh, what's going on here? So I answered it, and it's this lady. She said, oh, it's Pam from the A-levels department at Middlesbrough College. Can I speak to Caitlin, please? So I passed it over to her, and then she's like, yeah. And then she went, a bit more time. And then she went, bye. And she handed it back, and I was like, what's that? And she said, oh, it was one of the attendance officers ringing her because she hadn't done a piece of work. But she was a little bit upset, actually, because she said she didn't have a piece of work that was outstanding for the subject that she said. So so I said to her, I'll just email your tutors and find out what's going on. And I think there was a glitch in the matrix.
Right.
So, but it was quite funny.
Yeah, talk about busted.
Exactly. Thing is, though, I've been really strict with her. I've been going into her room every morning, making sure she's up for 9:30 to start her lessons. You know, she might not be dressed, but she's definitely up. So, yeah, I was just a bit like about that. And then, well, I rang back this morning because Caitlin had said that she didn't have this work. She didn't know what it was. So I rang back the woman this morning, and she told me who had asked her, and we worked out what had happened. But I was like, just out of curiosity, because you rang my work's mobile phone first, and then you rang my personal mobile. So I just rang the number that was the work number on your on Caitlin's file on the system. So I went in and had a look, and then I was like, oh yeah, it's my phone on my desk at college. And I remembered that when we shut down, I diverted it to my mobile, didn't I?
Right.
So there's me sitting there going, how the hell she got my number? Why is she ringing my work's phone to speak to Caitlin? I don't understand that. And it's because it was my desk phone. It's funny, isn't it?
Well, yeah, I mean, these are things you don't expect to have to be doing, do you?
Oh, that's lovely.
It's nice, isn't it?
It is nice. Yeah.
I don't know if I've got anybody watching, and I've not checked in a while, so I must go and have a look.
Nobody's said that they're here. I think it's that Emma Jane Sadler again.
Oh, she's terrible. She's just completely always watching.
Do you think she ever does anything else other than watch what we're up to?
Possibly not.
She needs to get a life, that Emma Jane Sadler, I tell you.
Doesn't she just? Yeah, so I'm thinking that Mary Chen might be my sort of next cardigan. I would show you a quick print of the pattern, but obviously I can't.
You can't print it out.
It's just...
Yeah.
I suppose it'll sort itself out. It's annoying because I made sure that I bought plenty of ink. I spent about £70 on ink.
Yeah, because it's not cheap, is it?
It isn't, and I tend to bulk buy several cartridges so that I've got plenty. And then when I've used the first couple, one black, one colour, I then replace those so that there's always some in the house to make sure that I never run out. And of course, I don't expect the cartridge to be faulty.
Which is highly frustrating.
But they've said they'll send another one out. They have tried to get me to go through 1,000,001 diagnostic things and switching off there's something in the printer settings where you can tell it not to be a fussy ass about your cartridges.
Yeah.
Apparently it locks these electronic cartridge chips to your printer, so you then send it off and someone else recycles it and fills it and sends it back out, and it won't work in their printer because it's married to yours.
Oh, right, okay.
Well, I'm sorry, but that's just to me, that's just against the anti-competition laws. I think that's fundamentally wrong.
Yeah.
It should be up to me where I buy my ink from and what
It
I
should
pay
be.
for it.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be up to them to try and force me into spending £40 on something I can get for 25.
Definitely.
So we'll see.
It's just not necessary. And even if they argue that the print quality is not as good, well, that's your decision to make, isn't it?
Well, yeah, I'm not.
I mean,
it probably
isn't. It probably isn't any different on the kinds of things that you and I print. Probably wouldn't notice any difference. It's just the fact that the money's going elsewhere rather than to them. Oh dear! Did you have enough sleep last night, love?
Well, I guess I didn't.
Oh, I think you might need a nap.
How do you know? 9 hours clearly wasn't enough.
See, 9 hours is my optimum. It's if I have less than 9 hours, I don't feel good the next day.
I generally get 8 hours sleep.
Right.
7 to 8. Pretty much all the time, and there are very few nights where I don't sleep. I'm generally flat out, but the secret absolutely is earplugs.
Alright.
Because I don't hear nothing.
You don't hear nothing?
No, not nothing.
I think I need that, because all I can hear at the moment is Callum gaming at 3 o'clock in the morning, and it's not great.
See, I'd hear Jake, and all of a sudden you just, because he's playing that stupid FIFA thing,
yeah,
and you hear like, goal!
Oh,
shut up.
It's normally when you're just drifting off, aren't you? And then they go, oh! What? Oh! And then you can't get back off again, can you?
Yeah, and I dreamt that in the middle of the night I got a text message on my phone from the government telling me that I'd tested positive, which is quite clever of them because I've not actually been tested.
Excellent, yeah.
So I'm thinking, yeah, 10 out of 10, well done.
Well done, yeah. Big Brother's watching.
And then just kind of thought, this must be a dream because there's nothing on my phone. It's not even made a sound.
Mine goes in
and
silent
they wouldn't
mode.
Message me at this time in the morning. Well, mine is just on a vibrate, and it was the vibration sound that I heard rather than like a ding or anything.
Yeah.
I just thought, oh, you idiot, go back to your dream.
Just go back to sleep. Get a nicer dream. Why weren't you dreaming of Henry last night?
I don't know. Maybe I've not got the energy for it. I think you have to have a reasonable amount of energy if you're going to have Henry Cavill overnight, haven't you?
I suppose, yeah. You're going to make the most of him.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, I dropped my little Knit Pro circular.
I thought it was one of the dogs making a funny noise, like bashing their bowl or something.
It's generally Cokie wandering round on her little stiletto heels, but she's decided to sit in her bed today.
Oh.
It is most unlike her.
Have they got lots of kibble in their bowl?
They have. They've got some of their tiny dog kibble.
And they like it?
They love it.
Excellent.
I don't get it at all. But, oh, that sounds like Denise.
Ooh, what with chocolate?
Milk and chocolate.
Oh. Everybody loves a bit of chocolate. I wonder what she's got. I'm excited to see. I've got loads of my plain dark stuff because it's the only one that I can eat. Anything else seems to upset my tummy. Excellent. Oh, she's coming in. I heard her.
It's not Denise.
Oh no, who is it?
It's not Denise, and it's not milk, and it's not chocolate.
Who is it?
It is Mr. Courier.
Oh.
And it is...
Is it ink?
No.
Oh.
Yes, you can have the bag.
What
It is the Little Book of Colour.
Oh, that's nice.
So, the definitive guide to using the power of colour to improve your happiness, well-being and confidence.
Oh.
And look, 20 years younger.
Lovely.
Yeah, a friend recommended it, another colour analysis person. because she said have a look at the beginning of the book.
Right.
They seem to have a penchant for pictures of windows around the world and streets and doorways. And she said that you will absolutely love these images and the colours. She said it was just like travelling the world. So it's all explanations of how we see it, why we see it, the psychology, quotes from Newton, Goethe, Carl Jung, the Bauhaus movement, colour today. And she said, you are going to love this picture. Look at that teal.
That colour.
Yeah.
I want to do all my windows that colour.
I was quite excited to know that this was coming in the post, but it was just a Prime delivery. It hadn't done any sort of like super fast guaranteed or anything. So
right.
Just shows the network seems to be coping, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I did read something that Amazon had stopped doing deliveries, but they were still, like the marketplace ones were still going. Oh, look at that.
Well, that was a Prime delivery from yesterday.
Right. Well, I think a lot of people are still trying to work, aren't they? People like the delivery drivers and stuff. They'll be on 0. Oh, look at that. That's gorgeous. They'll be on 0 hours, won't they? So
yeah.
Unfortunately, a lot of them will feel they have to go to work.
Sucks, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But I'm in a similar situation. I can't get the self-employed person grant because I didn't make enough profit.
Right. Okay.
And I'm also employed as well, even though it's £250 a month. But it's just enough to make sure you get sod all.
Yeah.
Not enough to pay anything meaningful.
Well, that's it. I got paid today. I think it was £310 or something.
Oh well, it'll pay for the shopping.
It will, yeah.
They seem to like this teal, don't they?
I think it's a very popular colour, isn't it? And it's quite calming. So.
Oh, this was the one where Sandra had seen this picture and she said, I saw this and I instantly thought of you, Lorraine. She said, because
lovely, that.
The teal and that rusty orangey colour. She said, she said, I can completely see you in that. The chair's not tall enough or supportive enough for me. I prefer something more like a Parker Knoll. An old lady
chair. Like a Sherlock one. Sherlock chair.
Yeah, something with a winged back and proper arms.
Yeah.
Would be much more me. But yeah, I just love those colours. Oh, now that's an interesting one. Possibly a bit bright, but...
Oh, yeah. Definitely not my colours.
Yeah, the yellow is far too intense for me.
I think it's nice, as in I like the fact that it's eye-catching and it's bright. The actual colours aren't mine, but...
And I love that.
Is that like an Arabic one?
It is, yes. It's perhaps Moroccan or something like that, wooden door.
I wanted to buy some proper doors from Saudi before I came home, but they just cost a fortune to ship.
That's the problem, isn't it? Is this Balamori?
I think it might be the Spanish version of Balamori, is it?
Yeah, because it's sunny. It can't possibly be up there.
It's not in Scotland, no.
But yeah, I just thought it was quite an interesting little book, and for £7.15 or something like that, it was
a bit of bedtime reading for you tonight. Then
yeah, I just thought it would be a nice one to read, and
yeah,
given how fascinated I am with colour, I thought it would be fun, and it came in a lovely padded sort of bubble wrappy double lead bag, which is being devoured by Labradors as we speak.
So a present for you and a present for them.
Oh, they love packaging. They absolutely love. They live for boxes and stuff coming through the door.
So it's just a bit like when you buy your child a birthday present and they're little and all they want to do is play with the box. So it's fine. Mine's still asleep.
Yeah, completely that, because that's just, oh, Coco's just come to say thank you, that's lovely, where's the other bag?
Excellent. Let's have more.
Yeah, is
So,
that good?
did you see on the news? I know you don't actually watch the news, but did you see that Derbyshire police were getting stick for that drone thing? I
Yeah.
actually think that they should have done it. I don't see what was wrong with pointing out.
I think the step too far for me was putting dye into a body of water. Environmentally, that's irresponsible.
Oh, I didn't see that. I just saw the bit where they were
They'd
saying,
put dye into a tarn or a pool to stop people going in it, put black dye in it.
"Oh,
And I'm
right,
sorry,
I
but
didn't
that's just
see that. That is a
look,
step too far."
that's bloody irresponsible as far as I'm concerned.
The
I
bit
think
that
that
I,
the drone thing for me, if
yeah,
people had not been such complete and utter dickheads over the previous weekend, utter
yeah,
COVID-idiots, and
yeah,
visiting the Peak District, the Lake District, and everywhere else to bring their disgusting germs and deadly virus with them, like a bunch of
yeah,
morons, when we've got something like 30 intensive care beds in the entire county available. And that's to
exactly.
cope with the heart attacks, the strokes, and all the rest of it, let alone COVID-idiots.
Yeah,
And they descended upon this place, knowing full well that they should never have left their homes.
yeah, as if they needed that pointing out to them.
Yes. So as far as I'm concerned, the police can, and it's not going to be a popular view, I think the police can be as heavy-handed as they feel they need,
I'm
but
with
they
you.
need to be consistent.
Yeah, they
And
do.
and officials from the council going to Thornton's and shutting down Thornton's because chocolate isn't an essential. Hello, have you met a menopausal woman?
I would like to see them arguing that chocolate isn't essential. I'm sorry.
Oh,
They
really?
specifically let all the off licenses stay open. So
Exactly. And what's that going to do? Domestic violence.
yeah, surely the chocolate's better than beer.
Well, yeah, I'd much rather somebody went and got 22 Cadbury's cream eggs and
Yeah,
went home and ate themselves into a stupor than bought 10 cans of wife beater and then
yeah,
went home and beat up everybody else in the house.
because they're frustrated because they can't get out. See,
Yeah,
that this is the thing. Like you say, the weekend before, all the people were going to all these rural areas where there's a high population of the elderly, making the towns unsafe for the people who actually live there. Because, if you're in your 70s and you're being told that you can't really go out, but you've got to walk to the local shop to be able to get your bread and milk because you've got no other choice. So you're going for a walk, but there are loads of tourists there. And then when you get to the shop, they've stripped all the shelves bare. It's just not on. It's not fair. It really isn't. And that's why we should just be staying in our own local area because it makes it fair.
well, yeah. And I mean, Jake's helping Rosie's parents at the moment
Yeah,
because they've got a small holding. Now, if he wasn't through there being useful,
yeah.
I wouldn't have him there.
But
I'd be
he's
saying you have to be at home, and that's the end of it.
but if you ask me, he's not visiting, he's working,
Well, yeah,
and
and
that's the difference.
exactly, and he's helping them out at a time where they're exceptionally busy and doing
Yeah,
jobs around
they,
the house so that they can get other things done. So that to me is perfectly logical and sensible.
yeah,
And he's not putting them at any more risk because he's actually recovered from whatever he's had. He's done his
yeah.
isolation,
He's
and
done his
he
time.
actually did 4 days more than he was legally required to do, just
Okay,
to be on the safe side.
yeah,
So I think we've played fair, and I think other people just need to be sensible.
yeah.
I
This
mean,
is
I've seen people going out and visiting and going into other neighbours' houses, and they shouldn't be.
shouldn't be going into anybody's house.
Unless you're a carer to check upon them,
Yeah,
you shouldn't be going on. I mean, it's like Denise, she will knock, she will leave the shopping on the front doorstep, and
yeah,
she'll run to the gate before I get to the front door,
yeah.
because, quite rightly, she doesn't want to be anywhere near me at the moment. You know.
Well, you sure it's just at the moment?
Well, I can't smell anything, so I could really stink.
You probably could, couldn't
I
you?
might
Could you
smell.
imagine?
I might smell like baldric and be
Would you have a cunning?
completely unaware of it, with no cunning plan to deal
I
with
was going
it.
to say, do you have a cunning plan?
No, because I obviously
So,
don't know if I do.
all the disadvantages and none of the advantages.
Yeah,
Shocking.
more or less story of my life, really.
Look how lovely this is coming on.
Oh, isn't that cute?
And I've got the pattern in my head now, so I can just.
It is just 4 rows.
Yeah, it's just once you. Well, it's 2 rows. This one.
Oh, is that one? It is 2, isn't it? Sorry.
It's 2 rows.
Yeah.
So
The other one's 6.
Right. I like this one. It's gorgeous. I'm knitting along, hoping that I'm going to get to the dark blue soon, but you might have to wait for tomorrow for that.
Okay.
That'll be a surprise for you, won't it?
We're on the move with the bag.
Oh dear. Where are we taking it?
We're dragging it round the room and trying to pull it off one another. Which,
Okay.
given that they're the exact same weight and size and age and are so evenly matched, it'll last for about 2 minutes till they get bored, because no one can win.
Right, okay. So did you also see those goats that have taken over in Llandudno?
No.
Have you not seen this?
No, I
There
haven't.
are some wild Angora goats have come down. I think they must live in the Welsh mountains or something. And because the town is so quiet, they've come down into Llandudno and they are running amok in the town, going across people's gardens, eating their hedges.
Oh,
It's
okay,
amazing.
let me go to the Beeb. Oh, brilliant.
Can you see it?
Eating flowers and hedges in people's
Yeah.
gardens. I better turn the volume off.
How fab are those?
Oh, they're awesome, aren't they?
Wouldn't you just love that to happen, though? I would love that. I would sit here and watch them just wandering around.
I know, you see these sort of apocalyptic documentaries, you know, where it says all the humans are dead and nature starts taking over again.
Yeah.
And it's been a week.
And they've already started.
It just
doesn't
shows.
bode well, does it?
Not really.
Can you imagine in like 4 months' time what's going to be going on out there? We're going to have dinosaurs roaming the streets, aren't we?
Some might say that they do already, but
Oh, well,
couldn't
yeah.
possibly comment.
What is it? Callum always says that a T-Rex is just an angry chicken.
Well, it is kinda, with
It
sort
is.
of stubby arms.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they probably all died out because they couldn't reach the pump on the hand sanitizer.
Well, that's probably what it was.
That's
Ran
my
out of
theory
soap.
anyway.
Didn't have any soap left.
UK
the shelf
considers virus tracing app to ease the lockdown.
Mm. I'm actually quite enjoying it at the minute.
An app that contacts you if you've recently been in contact with someone who's tested positive.
Right. Isn't there only 8 degrees of separation or something? Is that what it is?
6 degrees.
Is it 6 degrees? It's even worse then?
Yeah, Kevin Bacon.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, so you're only having 6 degrees away from Kevin Bacon.
Are we only 6 degrees away from him? I like Kevin Bacon.
He's lovely.
I know. Will he give me free Virgin? Clean answers only.
I might have to bite my tongue off and just leave that one. But,
I did mean Virgin Media, by the way.
I've got your cable.
Oh no, it's EE, isn't it, that he advertises?
I think it is EE.
Yeah. No, I stopped being with them ages ago because they're expensive.
My dad's with EE, and he hates them.
I'm with Virgin. When I used to be with EE, it cost me, I think, about 70 odd quid a month for mine and Caitlin's phones. Not even the handsets, because Phil buys them and brings them home. So we were literally just on the you know,
Sim only.
whatever, yeah. And so then when we changed our broadband to Virgin, we not only saved a fortune moving from Sky, then we also got £5 SIM only deals with, you know, for our mobile phones. So from 70 odd quid down to £10 for exactly the same.
Right.
So we saved a fortune. So I wouldn't go back.
Oh, I'm with Sky for my mobile.
Yeah.
I was with 3 for years and
Oh,
years
yeah.
and years, and I never got a signal at home. My neighbour said, "Well, we're with Sky, and we always get signal in the house." So I ordered a SIM from Sky, swapped it over. Took a couple of days for the number to port across.
Yeah.
And I've had signal at home ever since. I've never had any problems with it.
Well, that's good then.
Yeah, apparently Vodafone's quite good here as well. But my dad's with EE and he's always having issues. But I don't know how much of that, to be honest, is because it's my dad.
Right, okay. We won't say anything at all.
He seems to be able to have errors and problems that no one else has.
It's funny, isn't it? Poor guy.
You Google it and Google goes, "What?"
You've created a new problem. You're the only one.
He did what?
How?
Or he'll switch off automatic updates for 18 months and then absent-mindedly switch it on.
Right.
And then wonder why it takes a week to download all of the updates that he's not been doing. And
oh dear. That's all my husband's area, all that stuff.
Yeah, it seems to be a bloke thing.
Yeah, he enjoys it. I let him get on with it. You know, I'm doing him a favour, really. Why would I want to take that away from him?
Well, you know, it's what he's good at. You have to make them feel needed.
Make them feel helpful, yeah.
Yeah,
definitely.
Absolutely. It's very important.
You know, I don't ask him to knit me a jumper because that's not his strong point.
No.
So, yeah, it's fine. So I don't know what I'm having for my tea tonight because I had, what did I have at lunchtime? Oh, roast potatoes, baked beans and fried egg.
Right.
What a combination, hey? But it was tasty. So I think I'll just have a bit of toast and porridge for my tea.
I had a dragon fire grill steak, which is basically a kidney-shaped burger.
Nice.
With a variety of spices, some of which I could taste, some of which I couldn't, but was quite hot.
Okay, so you could feel the heat coming through. So
definitely feel the heat coming through on that one. And I had that with some lightly sautéed onions and some chopped cucumber and a handful of cherry tomatoes.
Sounds lovely.
Yeah, and 4 or 5 biscuits.
Oh, well, yeah, you're allowed because you've got to eat them now in case the cookie thief comes back.
Well, I couldn't believe that. Fancy coming home to get your laptop so you can do your college work and to pick up some laundry, and then going away with half a tin of your mum's biscuits when she can't leave the house.
That is stealing the food out of somebody's mouth, literally.
Oh, honestly.
Ooh.
And they were really nice.
Ooh, that blue is coming. Can you see it? I don't know if you can see it yet. I'm moving on to the blue.
Let me see again.
It's the blue.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Blue is coming. How exciting.
So how long are you going to go for on that one?
Until, as you would put it, until I lose the will to live.
Yeah, it's a technical term.
Yeah. I'm quite happy just knitting away on this at the minute. I've got absolutely no inclination to stop this at the moment.
When I did the olive coloured chunky one,
yeah,
I just literally knit till I had next to no yarn left and just enough to cast off.
I think
Was
that
it?
would be a cowl of epic proportions if I did that with this, don't you
Oh
think?
god, yeah, because there's so much wool in that. What weight was that to start
It was
with?
300 grams,
That's just insane, isn't it?
isn't it just? To be fair, when I bought it, I didn't realise because I bought it online. I didn't realise exactly how big it was. It was a pleasant surprise because even the price didn't make me think, oh, that must be a lot of wool there.
I know it's funny with some of these where you look at them and you think, well, how are they doing it at that
I
price?
know, I know, I love it.
I did
Absolutely
get
love it.
an email off Deramars today saying vote for
Right.
us in the Love Knitting or something awards.
All right.
And I thought, well, I don't generally order from Deramars. I'll go and have a quick snack. So I went online and had a look, and I thought, I wonder if they've got any colour packs for like a big project, like a
Yeah.
blanket or something. Out of stock, out of stock, out of stock, out of
Uh,
stock. And I looked at 50 products in a row and not one was in stock.
oh, well, you won't be
So,
voting then.
suffice it to say that I did not vote for them in the
Don't
awards.
they normally do the Attic 24 stuff
They
at
do.
Deramars?
Yeah, they do. But they've not got anything in stock.
You know why? Because people like you and I who are stuck at home have already cleared the shelves.
Well, I don't really need to be honest. I've probably got
Yeah.
half a dozen Lucy packs upstairs. The
Well, I've got
Ecstatic
plenty.
24. I've got two of the original Lucy packs. I've
Yeah.
got half of the June blanket pack. I've got
Okay.
two of the Eastern Jewels Persian tiles packs,
Yeah.
where I've actually started to crochet one of them and the other one's put away. I've got the Moorland blanket, the Woodland blanket, and I might even have the Coast blanket. So I think I just need to go upstairs, pick one, and start crocheting.
I think so.
But I might do the pattern of the June blanket because I quite like the seashell crochet
Yeah.
pattern that one is. Or I could do just the standard granny stripe blanket and,
And just be done with it.
well, yeah, because it's just dead easy.
I've got one on my bed at the minute that I made. It is literally just one giant granny square. I just kept going round, changed the colour each round. It's the size of my queen, king bed, whatever size bed I've got. So I like those projects though, because you know, once they get past a certain point, they keep you warm as well as being a whip.
Yeah, they are fantastic like that,
Aren't they
and
just?
I just love seeing a blanket come together. I mean, I've done a lot of motif type blankets, like the Painted Roses one. I've done is it 3 or 4 of those now?
Yeah.
And I enjoy those,
Mhm.
but there's nothing as satisfying as a stripe kind of coming together.
Yeah.
I think with the motif ones, I'm continually obsessing about have I done enough of each colour? How many do I need? What order am I going to put them in?
Mm.
Um,
With the stripe, that worry's taken away, though, isn't it?
yeah, because you've just
Yeah.
got a set colour order usually.
Yeah. Oh dear, we are definitely keeping you up
Excuse me.
today. Oh my goodness.
Do you know
Somebody thought there was an emergency then.
Do you know what this is? It's
Go on.
because yesterday and the day before
Yeah.
I came online, I poured myself a hot mochaccino
Right.
and actually had a second coffee,
Are you allowed?
and I haven't had it today.
Well, that's the problem then, isn't it?
I think that's it, because I
What's
must be
that?
all the biscuits.
Can you see that?
Oh yeah. Oh, I'm liking that bluey colour as it's coming through.
Yeah, it's lovely, isn't it?
Cool.
So tomorrow I should have a nice decent amount of blue to show you.
Excellent.
Yeah, it's exciting. Behind the green door. I haven't sang yet today, so I thought I might as well.
Yeah, poor Janice Mitter girl, she's got it as an earworm
Yeah.
in her head at the moment, so
You can't help
she won't thank you for that.
It's fine. That's the only thing I can remember from it, actually, that song.
I'll tell you what I watched on Sky earlier was Kemper on Kemper.
What's that then?
Ed Kemper, the co-ed killer.
No, I don't know him.
And it was interviews with him about
Right.
why he did what he did. And
So why did he did what he did?
like most serial killers, it's down to quite an abusive, nasty mother.
Oh dear.
And they asked him in one of the interviews, what advice would you give someone else who's had the violent thoughts that you had but hasn't acted on them? And he said, go out and find a police officer or someone that you trust, a health professional, and tell them what you're thinking, because what you're thinking isn't a crime, but once you start acting on it, you won't be able to stop. And that's not just a crime, it's a heinous and horrible thing, and you don't want to get to that stage. Find someone to talk to now before it's a problem, and get help to get you away from the person that's made you mad enough to do this.
That makes you feel quite sad for him, actually.
Well, in many respects, it's prison guards and the police who dealt with him
Right.
genuinely liked him and found him an intelligent and really engaging companion.
Yeah.
And he just got on the wrong path. And
From the start, and he didn't have a
and hates what he did.
Yeah.
Or hated, I don't know whether he's dead now, but it just...
Was he on death row?
No.
No,
just
cracking on a bit.
I don't know. I'm assuming he's dead now. I don't know. But there was a program about some detectives who developed this psychology approach and started interviewing serial killers, and he was the first one they went to see.
Right.
And developed quite a strong relationship with him, and that was really quite good. That was on Netflix.
It sounds a bit like, and I haven't seen the whole series, so I could be completely way off, but it sounds a bit like what Mindhunter might have been based on.
Yeah, that's what it was called. I knew it was Mind something.
Oh, so it is called Mindhunter.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go, say.
Yeah, I thought that was a fascinating series, actually. I'm hoping they make more.
I watched the first couple. It's got Jonathan Groff in it, hasn't it?
That's right.
I absolutely adore Jonathan Groff. Caitlin and I will watch it because obviously Caitlin's really into that sort of thing, what we're studying, psychology and criminology. And we started watching that together, but then obviously she has other commitments and we've just not had time to continue it. So, yeah.
It was a really good series. I'm really hoping they make more. It was fascinating.
Yeah. And Jonathan Groff is just brilliant, isn't he?
Yeah. Ed Kemper really gets in his head, though.
Does he?
In the series. I don't know whether that actually happened in real life or not, but yeah.
Right. I have to tell Caitlin we have to watch that again. I was hankering after watching Highlander.
All right. What your little dose of Jamie?
No, not Outlander. Highlander.
Oh, sorry, Highlander. What, the series
or the only one
with Christopher Lambert?
Yeah, the original movie. Sean Connery.
I watched it a few weeks ago.
BT, what's her name? You can't believe that Heather went on to be the woman in Poldark. You know, did you ever watch Poldark?
With what's he called?
Aidan Turner. The new one.
The one out of Being Human.
Yeah, the new version. Did you watch that?
I watched a handful of episodes. Oh, that's my door. That must be the chocolate.
I want a chocolate. Oh yeah. Chocolate. She's gonna get that chocolate. She wants the chocolate chip. Have you got the milk chocolate? Have you got the dark chocolate? What kind of chocolatey chocolate? Oh yeah. It's the chocolatey chocolate. Chocolatey choc. Do you have the chocolate yet, Lorraine? I'm excited to see what kind of chocolate she's got. Can't hear her coming back. I wonder if she's had to go outside for it. Come on, I'll just get to the end of my row and I'll flash my knitting a bit. There we go. Flash the knitting. Yeah. So, light grey, dark grey, blue. Hopefully, that's going to grow this evening when I watch the Big Bang Theory. Oh, have you got Chocky?
Sorry about that. It was Denise.
Was it the chocolate?
Lactose-free milk.
Excellent.
She was only allowed to buy 2, but that's fine because that'll last me 3 or 4 days with what I drink.
Yeah.
Oh, and she took me at my word.
She's got you lots, hasn't she?
She got me.
Milk chocolate.
And dark chocolate.
Oh.
And fruit and nut.
Oh. Fruit and nut is my absolute favourite chocolate.
Oh, I just love fruit and nut.
I can't eat it.
You're not having the bag from that one. You've got the other bag.
Unfortunately, I haven't found a fruit and nut chocolate that I can eat. I need a vegan one. I need someone to recommend me a vegan fruit and nut chocolate.
Ooh.
I bet it'll be very expensive, even if you did find one.
Oh, but I bet it's worth it. There's a brand called Pure Heavenly.
Where can I get it?
pureheavenly.com.
Oh, so they sell online?
Yeah, £3.49 in stock. Dairy free, only 5% sugar, palm oil free, gluten free, soy free.
Oh, no, that sounds fab. You need to send me the link because I only have.
Okay, can I do that in Zoom or will that show on screen?
I don't know.
I'll email it to you.
Email me, yeah. I think I will be putting in an order.
Looks quite nice, actually.
You've started something now, haven't you?
I know. But what she did say is that one of my neighbours was rushed into hospital yesterday.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I'm a bit worried because she had, do you know, the bloody anti-vaxxer brigade?
Right, okay.
Well, there must be a car of them that come to the toddler group in the village.
Okay.
And
what have they been spreading around now then?
well, she got whooping cough and it caused permanent lung damage. And it made her very ill for a very long time. It took months for her to recover.
Yeah.
She was in an absolute state. So, of course, she was definitely down as vulnerable for this.
Yeah.
And she's had an operation on her shoulder recently, which again kind of stuffs your immune system because your body's busy healing its rotator cuff. And she's a former javelin champion.
Wow.
Yeah. She managed to injure herself in her youth and not be able to do it again. Oh, there's another one called Vegan Fruit and Nut Bark by Loving It Vegan.
Is that from McDonald's?
That's a recipe.
I'm loving it.
It looks like a recipe.
Oh, well, I've got nothing else to do recently, have I?
Went with mixed salted nuts and raisins and slabs of Lindt dark chocolate. That doesn't sound very vegan to me.
That is not vegan. Unless it's like the 95% chocolate.
She just says Lindt dark. She doesn't really specify.
Because I know I can't eat Lindt.
Yeah, I can't either. It makes me itch and sneeze. And
so therefore that would suggest that there's milk in there.
Well, and there's soy lesser thin as well, so I'll have
See,
to
I
take
can't.
an allergy
Yeah, I can't really I can tolerate a small amount of soy, but if I have too much, then yeah, that's me out of the window.
I get hot flushes and hives and really itchy.
I've had a really horrible rash on my neck the last few days. I don't know where that's come from.
Well, let's hope it's not from the savoured chocolate.
It's not from that chocolate. Even if it was from that chocolate, it wouldn't
from
be
the
from
baked
that chocolate.
beans.
Yeah, no, it's not. It's from the broccoli.
Do you know, terrible stuff.
I wouldn't recommend anyone goes anywhere near the broccoli. Sorry, it causes no end of problems.
Can I just point something out?
Yeah.
There is a lonely little poem in Poem Corner.
I know, because poor poem. It'll probably have to wait until Friday now, because obviously with working in the mornings, I'm not getting much time.
Yeah, you're a bit busy.
I am, unfortunately. And, you know, these students are not in the habit of working from home yet. So I'm actually having to do some work, which is a bit shocking, really. I was hoping this whole work from home malarkey was really code for pretend you're working and go and do the laundry or, you know, do your cooking or whatever. But it's definitely not code for that. Shocking.
Well, you're just going to have to muddle your way through the week, really.
What, actually earn my money?
Well, at least look like you are.
A bit of a step too far, actually doing it.
Well, you know.
Yeah. So unfortunately, we heard today my line manager's cousin passed away from catching COVID. I think it was at the weekend. So yeah, it starts to get real when you hear of people you know being affected by it, doesn't it? Really.
Well, yeah, and I suppose it bothers me that this particular lady. She's very forthright and outspoken, and you can split a room with her. You will either love her or hate her.
Okay.
I get on very well with her, and because I don't stand any nonsense, and neither does she. So we kind of know where we are with one another, and it works. We know we're good friends. But I just would hate to see something happen to her, because she moves mountains. She might wind people up on the way, but she really gets things done.
Well, that's the thing. Yeah,
and in a small community, you know.
Sometimes, in order to get things done, you need someone who would be described as being opinionated.
Yeah, you need someone who's a bit abrasive.
Yeah, because they don't stand for nonsense and they do get the job done. Sometimes the nicely approach is what's needed, but sometimes what you really need is someone just to say, oi, you know?
Yeah, and I think that's why we get on, because I'm one who'll just say, you know, can we stop with the faff and the pussyfooting and the, oh my God, let's be nice about it, and can we just agree a course of action and get on with it?
Yeah.
And if you're going to fanny about and talk about this a bit any longer, I'll be doing this if you want to join.
Yeah.
No.
It's the best way to do it.
Because you're better off moving somewhere and having made a decision than procrastinating about it all the time. And, you know, you might make the wrong choice every now and then, but at least you've done something. You
can't do nothing out of being disabled by fear, can you, really?
No, you can't. Oh, thank you very much. Someone's just licked the underneath the strap of my Fitbit.
Well, mine has been asleep right next to my feet this whole entire time, and he suddenly jumped up and decided that now is the time that, you know, food should be happening. Well, you know what he's like. You can set your clock by him.
Oh, bless him.
Look. Where's Loraine? Oh, can you see her?
Hello, Arthur. Hello. Hello.
He's looking at something under there. What's the matter with you? He's got chicken. His chicken bones came today. So
oh, lovely.
You can have chicken for your dinner.
I sent you that link for the freezer packs.
Oh, brilliant. I'll have a look at that, and I'll have a look at the vegan chocolate as well.
Yeah, I didn't send you the recipe one, just the one where you can
No,
buy it. It's £3.50 a bar, but it looks good.
it does look good. And if you put in a big order and just get it every so often, and if you can manage not to eat it all in once, we'll be all right.
That would probably be the issue in this house.
See, I like fruit and nut. I started buying fruit and nut years ago simply because I realised that neither of the children would steal it.
See, I used to get it for that reason, and then Jake decided he liked it.
Oh, see, neither of my two like it, so I'm quite lucky. Yeah.
See, I'm probably going to sound really awful now, but I was hoping he would be like his father, who's violently allergic to all nuts and would never have touched it.
Right. But now he's encroaching on your chocolate. That's
But
shocking.
actually, he'll eat it because it's there and he's desperate enough.
Yeah.
But then
That
again,
will.
I have, in a desperate moment, eaten a Bounty bar.
I love Bounty. Do you not like coconut?
The only time I've been able to eat it and not want to puke is when I was pregnant with Jake, and I had one every day.
I love coconut.
And I had Marmite sandwiches.
Oh no. Sorry.
But
what are you doing there?
His blood type is... he's an A negative, like his dad.
Yeah.
I'm O positive, and it's the foods that his blood type needed.
Right.
And I was unconsciously craving what he needed. It made me ill.
Yeah.
But it's what he needed, and he was born
Funny,
healthy,
isn't it?
and I was just a lumpy wreck, really.
Yeah.
Once I started eating what I wanted afterwards. But I was craving frozen fruit.
Right, okay.
And ice cubes, which apparently are a hint that you're anemic.
I would get up in the middle of the night at like 3 o'clock in the morning, desperate. I had to have ice cubes, and I would be like shoving them in and crunching them.
Yeah, it's anemia.
Well, they did offer me a blood transfusion, so that would make sense.
Yeah, that would be why.
Yeah, I refused it. I said, I'm not having that. I just
No,
had those tablets that turn your tummy all inside out instead.
Oh yeah, the
They're not good,
constipated
are they?
ones, where they're
Yeah.
still saying to you a week later, you need to go.
Yeah,
Yeah, tell me about it.
yeah, yeah.
My stomach is rather distended.
Exactly. Does that hurt when I pressed there? What do you think?
Peel me off the ceiling and ask me again.
Yeah.
Oh, good lord. So yeah,
Oh.
I think I've got a date tonight
Oh, with Henry?
with my chocolate.
Oh, right, yeah. You definitely have a date with chocolate.
Yeah, I don't know which. I don't know whether to go with the milk in celebration of my milky jumper.
I think you should definitely go with the fruit and nut. Personally, that's the
I
one
love the
I'm
fruit
diving
and
straight
nut.
into.
It's just,
I'm not sure whether I should go for the dark chocolate, or maybe I could go for the dark chocolate,
Yeah.
or as a last resort, I actually have some dark chocolate. What do you think?
Oh, now you're making this a really tough choice.
Yeah,
I'm thinking dark chocolate is the way to go.
this one,
Yeah,
this one, or that one?
the first one.
This one.
Yeah,
Okay, this one it will be. I'll put that to the top of the pile.
yeah, because it looks the tastiest.
It really does, doesn't it? Yeah.
You can tell these things.
You can tell it's definitely much tastier than the other two. I've turned it the other way round. And apparently it's since 1899. So this chocolate might be very mature as well now. Right, I'm going to have to go and feed my bow wow, I think. Unfortunately, he's mithering at my feet again.
Yeah, so I
You
don't
can
know
tell
if
the-
anybody's watched or joined in today, but thank you for checking in with us either now or later.
And we'll see you again tomorrow.
Yeah,